Revisewell. Dear students, in today's class, we shall discuss about the early life and as well as teachings of Vardhamana Mahavira, who is the founder of Jainism. So, Jainism is one of the very ancient religions. Ancient means one of the old religions. Traditionally, the Jains believed in the existence of 24 Tirthankaras. Here, the word Tirthankaras means spiritual teacher, or we call them as saviors. Saviors are spiritual teachers. The meaning of the word Tirthankara means spiritual teacher or savior. So Jains believe, or the people, the followers of the religion called Jainism are Jains. So they believe in the existence of whom? The 24 Tirthankaras. Which are they? Sorry, who are they? Rishabha was the first Tirthankara, whereas Parshvanatha was the 23rd Tirthankara. So what is the number of Rishabhanatha? He is also called as Adinatha. Adi means what, children? First, beginning. So what is Rishabhanatha's number here? He is considered as the first Tirthankara, the first spiritual teacher. Whereas the number of 23rd is of whom? Parshvanatha. Parshvanatha was considered as the 23rd Tirthankara, whereas the first Tirthankara was Rishabhanatha, who is also called as Adinatha. Parshvanatha was born as the son of King Ashwasena in the 8th century BCE. It is believed that he renounced all luxury and indulgence and attained immortality. So, about whom we are speaking, children? We are speaking about the 23rd Tirthankara called Parshvanatha. So, who is his father? His father was Ashwasena. His father is Ashwasena, and Parshvanatha was born during 8th century BCE, which means 800 to 701 is the duration of 8th century BCE. And it is also believed that he has renounced. Renounced means what? He has rejected some of the luxuries. Luxuries here are nothing but what? Comforts. He has given away all the comforts in his life and as well as indulgence. Indulgence means satisfaction, because people might have more and more thirst and as well as greediness in their life. But whereas Parshvanatha has given away all the luxuries and comforts in his life, and as well as he has given away the way of satisfaction, and he attained the immortality. He preached 4 principles for a peaceful life. Principles, what were those principles which has inspired the people and made the people to follow religion called Jainism? Let's see which are those principles given by the Parshvanatha. So, non-violence, truth, asteya, aparigraha are the 4 principles given by the Parshvanatha, the 23rd Tirthankara, whereas the 5th principle called as Brahmacharya was taught by whom? Vardhamana Mahavira, who was the founder of Jainism and also considered as the 24th Tirthankara and the last Tirthankara called spiritual teacher. So what does that word non-violence mean? Non-violence means what? In Sanskrit we call it as ahimsa, where the violence is totally not encouraged and doing violence is also a kind of crime. Truth here is meant in the language of Sanskrit called as Satya. And he also has taught about the asteya, which means not to steal or not to, what do we call, rob. Aparigriha is that principle which says about not to own the property or to have the possession, because what? Once the people are having the cravings and greed for the possession or for the sake of ownership or property, they would not get indulged in any other activities, was the thought of these Tirthankaras. That's why they have given these principles, so that the people could also follow such simple principles and as well as get motivated themselves in their life in doing the good activities or good deeds. So that is the main intention behind these principles taught by the uh, Tirthankaras. So let's speak about the founder of Jainism called Vardhamana Mahavira, whose duration is from 599 to 527 BC. Vardhamana was born in Kundala Grama or Kunda Grama we call in Vaishali. Vaishali is in Bihar, the present republic or the present state of Bihar, where the place called Vaishali was located, which was the birthplace of Vardhaman Mahavira. So it is one of the republics. Republics means what, children? It was the place or territory which was not ruled by either king or queen. It was ruled by those people who are all elected as representatives by the people. So here the word republic means what? Where the people are represented or elected by the people, so we call them as elected representatives. His father was Siddhartha, the king of the Gnatrika tribe, which comes under Vaishali. His mother was Trishala Devi, the princess of the Republic of Lichavi. So she was the princess of Lichavi. Lichavi was also one of the republic, which means here nothing but what? The area or the place which is being looking after by the elected representatives, not by the king or the queen as a hereditary. So that is about the parents of Vardhaman Mahavira and in which place he was born. At the age of 30, Vardhamana set out in search of truth and renounced his family. Renounced means what, children? He has rejected or he has abandoned his family at the age of when? At the age of 30. He left his house and he started to go out, or he went in search of truth and in order to attain the knowledge. And his family, he has renounced his family and as well as his house at the age of 30. He started to wander for 12 years in the quest. In the quest means what, children? In the search. What was he searching for? He was searching for the knowledge. He was searching for the truth, which is so immense for him. And he started to do the meditation also soon after he left all the luxuries and as well as his family and house. He punished his body by doing fasting. So the only way what he felt is, in order to find the truth or in order to find the answers for the questions what he has is in mind, he always used to spend his time in doing the meditation, and he was also having the practice of doing the fasting. At the age of 42, he achieved the enlightenment, Kaivalya. That means he got enlightened and he got to know about the insight. So he felt that what was he searching for all these days, he felt that he has achieved that. When did he feel that? At the age of 42. At the age of 30, he left his house. After 12 years, he got enlightenment, which means Kaivalya. Vardhamana controlled his sense organs and achieved power over what? Comfort and pain. Is that an easy thing, children? Is that an easy thing to do the meditation and do the fasting and have the control on our senses, coming across with all this pain and as well as controlling our comfort? So finally he did it. So due to this achievement of searching for the truth and controlling his senses and giving away all the luxuries and comfort and suffering with the pain, what was he called as? He was known as Mahavira, which means Jina, and became a Jina. Here what does the word Jina means? A Jina who was one who overcome his senses and became victorious. We can also call this word called Jina as a conqueror. Conqueror means what? What did he conquer here? He has conquered all the things which he was controlling all these days. What was he aiming for? He has finally achieved that, and now he is considered as Mahavira and he became the Jina. Whereas the followers who started to follow him and as well as The people who liked with the principles of Mahavira, they are regarded as or came to be called as Jains. Nothing but the followers of Jainism are called as Jains. Mahavira spent 30 years, that is the rest of his life, preaching his knowledge to the people around the areas called Ganga and Yamuna rivers. He attained nirvana in the 72nd year in Pavapuri of Bihar. So finally at the age of 42 he got enlightenment, and again he started to preach about the knowledge and as well as the teachings or preachings of him to the people around the areas called Ganga and Yamuna river nearby. And finally he attained the nirvana, that is death. The death has been in the year of him at the 72nd of his age at the place called as Pavapuri, which is located in Bihar. So this is about the early life of Lord Vardhamana Mahavira. How is he considered as Mahavira, and how did he become the Jina, and as well as the principles which were taught by